5 seconds remaining.
What is that mouse? That is not my mouse, guys. What's up? Welcome back. We got more PGL Bucharest coming your way. How is there someone... What is going on? You guys see that mouse moving? That wasn't me. We got digital... That's not me. I'm not moving my mouse. This is my mouse over here in the top right-hand corner. We got Digital Chaos going up against Caca, and my screen is apparently possessed by a spooky ghost.
5 seconds
And I better not be there the entire game. I was the only one in my lobby. I don't... What? I'm so mind-effed right now. But DC just won their first game. Caca just lost their first game. So, yeah, that's the current standings for this second group. And DC won it pretty convincingly as well. Unfortunately, pretty much no one is tagged up properly. So we will really struggle to call people by their real names. But rest assured, everyone from DC, you just look up their roster, they're all here. I don't know who's who anymore because their names are all wrong and my memory isn't that good, but you guys can, I'm sure, figure it out on your own and then tell me so that I cannot remember. But Caca, first pick in that Spirit Breaker. Saw Spirit Breaker in Nature's Prophet opening earlier. Pretty effective for sure, but it was going to be, it's a Brewmaster very early on. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Now, I'm a big fan of Spirit Breaker first pick, and I mean, I've said it several times, like, the hero is very versatile, very aggressive early on, and that buys you a lot of space. And we've seen almost exclusively Shadow Shaman supports go with that Spirit Breaker, so, you know, knock on wood. But Ancient Apparition first pick for DC is certainly very interesting as well. Does slightly cover your bases in that by picking up the AA, you prevent certain picks. I was gonna say like a Necrophos. Like Necrophos, at least nowadays, is the big one where if you have an AA, you guarantee the enemy team is not going to pick up a Necrophos who is not banned out, and therefore they are free to pick it up themselves. So you have that very easy kill threshold synergy. You make sure your Necrophos is able to get the heals off.
5 seconds remaining.
Oh my god. How is there someone else's mouse on my screen? How is that even possible? I don't understand. I'm in the lobby. Okay, well, either way, Brewmaster though very early on is very interesting as well. I don't mind it that much in conjunction with the Spirit Breaker. Lets you be very aggressive in a type of run at you type strategy, and it is a very Ancient Apparition proof hero in that all of Ancient Apparition's effects are very slow to take hold, and if you're a Brewmaster, you just jam that split button, and then you will be able to get out of there pretty much 100% of the time. Now, up against the Scythe, that's a little bit less true, but hey, look at that. I called it. Shadow Shaman with the Spirit Breaker. Who could have seen that one coming? Caca looks like they're setting up for a pretty tempo-y based lineup. Again, that's pretty much what you get whenever you pick up a Shadow Shaman, and Brewmaster will enforce those team fights, and at least for Caca's sake, hopefully will let them win those team fights and then take towers afterwards. The Earth Bruling does a disgusting amount of damage nowadays versus the towers. You don't really want to use it for pushing, but if you're going to be pushing, you want it to be attacking the towers, so it's very effective in that regard. Caca just want to get an early lead and try to snowball that into an early victory, at least from their first 3 picks. On the DC side, on the other hand, first support in the Ancient Apparition, ideally they would like to have another support with some sort of disable. That's good enough. Earth Spirit has a little bit of slow, a little bit of stun action, and is a pretty proactive response to a Brewmaster. It's not the best hero to have. Like, you'd rather have a Silencer, let's say, up against a Brewmaster, or, you know, say a Faceless Void. He's banned out, unfortunately, but, you know, some way proactively hitting that Brewmaster with silence before he has a chance to split. If you do, you'll be able to pile on the damage and then hopefully set up for a Scythe kill. Though Earth Spirit and AA are both very capable of killing off any given lane, almost without exception. Cold Feet is pretty easy to land when you have an Earth Spirit with an Orb of Venom, and you'll be able to land a lot of those Chilling Touch hits as well. And DC are going to be on the responsive. They're the defensive team here, and Caca, they go for the other spirit, one of the other spirits, in the Ember. That's an interesting way to go as well. There is just the Earth Spirit as like the real crowd controller here for DC.SA. Necrophos is okay with the Scythe, but it's
10
definitely not
seconds remaining.
anything to write home about. Picking up the Ember Spirit very early on, though, should be
seconds
for the
remaining.
mid lane, is fairly risky. Like, the hero has quite a few counters. Invoker probably being one of the better ones, and Invoker actually looks pretty sick here for
Radiant
DC.
team back.
Or they can just smork with the Sven. Interesting. We've seen Necrophos go to all lanes. Actually, all lanes. So, safe lane Necrophos was my assumption. Now it looks like it's going to be something slightly different, and the Sven just overwhelming brute force power. Works a lot better with the Ancient Apparition, that's for sure. We've seen Necrophos go off lane
10
and mid.
seconds remaining.
I would hazard a guess that, say, Necrophos off lane is probably
5
more likely than mid
seconds
right now.
remaining.
I don't... This mouse on the screen is tilting me. My hands are not even on my mouse right now, and you see that mouse moving? That's not me, man. That is not me. I don't know who that is or what that is, but it's tilting me. DC don't really have many great answers to the Ember Spirit. They have a lot of burst, potentially. They do have to make sure they get the initial stun off, though. If it is going to be Necrophos versus Ember Spirit in the mid lane, they should be fine, both of them. Necrophos, he does get the big heal, but going into Ghost Shroud up against Ember Spirit's magic damage is always very, very risky. Although Ghost Shroud over in mid lane makes Spirit Breaker's life very difficult. You'll land the
10
charge, but
seconds
you won't really
remaining.
do much afterwards. Hoping for a bash, never going to happen, man.
5 seconds remaining.
Seems like Caca have the read that Necrophos wouldn't dare go to the off lane, banning out the Legion Commander instead. And for Caca, I'm assuming they're looking for a safe lane hero. Ember Spirit's safe lane, though, is certainly a viable way to go, and Brewmaster towards the off lane is pretty standard. DC, last pick the Darkseer, so it will in fact be a Necrophos mid. That is confirmed now. I don't think there's... You can put Darkseer mid up against Ember Spirit. It's not the worst thing in the world. But DC, at least if you take him at face value, should be Darkseer offlane, Sven safe lane, Necrophos
10
mid, and then the
seconds
supports doing their
remaining.
thing there. It's an alright hero to have. Vacuum is certainly
5 seconds
very, very
remaining.
nice to have in combo breaking if you're trying to deal with the Brewmaster or a Spirit Breaker. And Ion Shell on a Sven and Earth Spirit is absolutely obnoxious. Tried and true, especially with that Earth Spirit. You'll be able to roll in, and someone like a Shadow Shaman will not have a chance to survive that. Now, what do they want to do with this Ember Spirit? Safe lane, it's going to be a mid lane
You
Ember
now
Spirit,
select
as
your
assumed.
heroes.
And an Anti-Mage last. Anti-Mage has... there's a couple of answers on the DC side. Not really a super high amount of them. And that Anti-Mage should almost assuredly lock up Caca's late game. Between him and the Ember Spirit, they are very mobile. Brewmaster and Spirit Breaker aren't too immobile either, so they should be fine. Blink Sven has a lot of burst, and if you're able to catch up to the Anti-Mage with that burst, with a little bit of help from a Scythe or from an Ice Blast, the Anti-Mage is definitely possible to kill him off. The Caca are going to look to just be very elusive in this game. They have some pretty powerful late game. Alright, let's get rid of that, because we don't need that anymore. And let's very quickly figure out... I don't think they have any team names, so we're going to drop DC.SA on the Dire. And turn that on, and we're going to drop... Caca. I don't know if their name is Caca Dash officially. I'll put... I think it's Dash. Why is the screen moving? What is going on? Whose screen is this? Alright guys, it is a disaster. Let me blank the screen and restart the game. Because I would much rather control my own screen. I don't mean to brag, but my camera control is, you know, top 5 in this lobby. Easy top 5. Alright, we're just restarting the game, guys, because we do not want to watch someone else's camera. Oh, maybe it's because I'm in a party in Dota? I actually, like, very rarely join parties in Dota. Maybe we could try to leave that, and maybe that'll help out. Is there any way for me to assume direct control No, I'm not in a party anymore.
Brutal, savage.
We did it. I don't know what happened, but we did it. We're back in. The names are on the right side, even though somehow Caca's got a lot smaller as a font. I don't know how that happened. Let's give them a little bit of love, make them a little bit bigger. DC are really bold. Let's give them a little smaller. Okay. I can control my camera. I don't see any phantom mice on the screen. We are good to go, guys. Can I click on people? Yes, I can. I just didn't. All right. DC currently up 1 game going up against Caca on the Dire and Radiant respectively, and they're going to make a big movement here. The Sentry Ward was already dropped, unfortunately out of range of this Observer Ward. They're going to see the Spirit Breaker, not exactly the easiest kill in the world, but with 3 heroes with a Chilling Touch, they definitely have a chance of killing him off, and they will just demolish him. Crash and burn indeed, Lucifer Morningstar. I don't think they have enough power now that they use Chilling Touch to go in for the Bounty Rune. But, you know what? Taking First Blood, pretty good as well. The fact that their Observer Ward is just out of range of the Dire, you get a full vision to, you know, keep an eye on whoever's going to be jungling if they are able to force the Brewmaster out of lane. Maybe snipe a Courier. They are locking down this map very, very heavily with the vision. It's a very early First Blood, so Spirit Breaker's still going to be out on the field. But we got Darkseer going on the bottom lane as expected. Necrophos will be going mid, and as Sven tri-lane does have enough mana for 1 more Stormhammer. It's a really bad part about Sven, especially now that you can't get stats anymore. You don't really have all that much mana for Stormhammers. You only have 1 in the tank when it starts off, so that's really awkward. Let's see what the Spirit Breaker can do here. Again, this matchup I would assume is fine for both sides, but the Necrophos really is going to be under the gun. And oh, top lane Brewmaster runs the other way. A couple Chilling Touch hits still do quite a bit of damage. There's boots first on this AA. He needs like 2 more shots. Okay, well maybe 2 more after that. They don't get the kill. They do force out a lot of regen, and he actually doesn't have a salve. And they're actually going to roll in towards Flamey, who does not have a poor man's shield to survive here. The Earth Spirit doesn't either, but he does have a Fairy Fire, starting to get some regen as well. A whole bunch of right clicks. Charge is in. Fairy Fire going to keep him alive for a little while longer. He has a turnaround roll soon. He can turn around, kill a Flamey. If he's still alive, he got him. Flattened by the roll in. And now the Ancient Apparition picking a fight with the Panda. You don't want to ever pick a fight with the Panda, guys. China will be all up in you for that, but here comes the rotation. Shadow Shaman's now here, and they kill off the AA. Okay, well, mission accomplished. They pull a hero off of the bottom lane, I suppose. Forced out that TP rotation. Ultimately, though, it is going to be Earth Spirit getting out of there, 1 kill richer, and they lose the AA. A perfectly expendable hero for the DC side. And keep in mind, while all that's happening, while all of those supports are doing all that stuff, Sven is just chilling up on top lane. Charge, though, coming in towards mid. There's no Ghost Shroud just yet. Looks like Darkman is a little bit too far away for that Shackle. No boots, Shadow Shaman, no Windlace. Really hard to close in for a Shackle. As Necrophos keeps playing this lane, he will get more and more difficult to kill. Just getting closer to that Ghost Shroud. And hey, look at that, a regen rune. Must be nice. Charge now out onto the Darkseer. Cancel the Clarity. Again, there's no way to actually get the kills here. Canceling the Clarity is all well and good, but he has another one, and he is very, very close to that Soul Ring. Once that happens, life is tough for the Anti-Mage. I mean, Spell Shield is quite nice. It's a very powerful spell. And if he can somehow scrape together a Ring of Health for that Battle Fury, he could mostly shrug off the damage that's being dealt to him by those Ion Shells. But till then, it's all about that regen. Item-based regen. Interesting. Chilling Touch into just right clicks. I mean, that's usually what you do when you get Chilling Touch, but oh, they are going to now combo up with the Cold Feet. Is he fast enough to get away? No, he's frozen solid. And a couple more right clicks. Got him. I would not have expected that if I was playing the Brewmaster. It's like, hey, they use Chilling Touch. They can't kill me anymore. Over in the mid lane, stun to the Ember Spirit. Death Pulse, it's in range. I think that's kill. He's bottling. Oh, he's trying. He'll go down, giving that 10 stack over to the Necrophos. Salve up. He's got stick charges. He'll be just fine. Earth Spirit getting a lot of blood on his hands,
Is under attack.
helping out this Necrophos win this lane in a big way. Not only getting that kill, but he's already just leading naturally in CS by a decent margin as well. Yeah, understandable that you want to help out as the Spirit Breaker, but only being a level 1 hero makes it really tough. Shadow Shaman still doesn't have boots. Also makes it really tough.
You are too slow.
This Necrophos is well on his way towards the site. This opens up a whole new can of worms for whoever goes into that mid lane. Anti-Mage still getting farm. Sven, though, is getting farm and assists. Gonna go for that Mask of Madness. That's the good stuff right there. He is frozen solid right now. That's already been proven. And he is Deadsies. Who's gonna get the kill? Sven! Oh, he did get the kill. Nice. Nice job, team, giving Sven the kills. That's what you gotta do. Now, can they kill the Necrophos? Charge from behind, this time pushed into shackles. They should have this, right? Ghost Shroud stick, not in time. They strike back in kind, Caca. Again, that angle is really hard to prepare for. Like, by the time you see him coming, it's already too late. Well played by Caca there. That's the type of angle that you really need. You need that chain stun. You need to have those additional points in the shackles. It does quite a bit of damage, shackles, over time. More importantly, just prevents the Necrophos from going Ghost Shroud. If he has just split second, Ghost Shrouds, Wands, Death Pulses, they don't get that kill. Not a chance. They're going to return back. Spirit Breaker, though, is spotted on the incoming. Shadow Shaman is appreciating the balance that is Necrophos. Shadow Shaman's still here. I think they saw the Spirit Breaker move up towards the north, so they're going to set up for the exact same play again, it looks like. No, Spirit Breaker's not charging in just yet. There it is. Now, there is a Ghost Shroud here. Shackles, though, just going to be cast out of the blue. Chain Stun is not perfect, so this time he will get some regen off. Is it going to be enough to survive, though? Looks like it just might be. Scythe now won't get the kill, but should set up for one afterwards. XD, indeed, Flamey. Ember Spirit's going to be back pretty quickly since he wasn't scythed to death. But still, you need to chain stun that perfectly. Completely understand that Shadow Shaman going for that shackle. You don't want to give him a chance to use the Ghost Shroud. But at the same time, that's just stun overlap there. Something you really can't afford. Charge on the bottom lane. Darkseer is facing up against a hero with Mana Void. Anti-Mage has got that, if he can ever catch him. Good luck. Sven has Madness already. Madness is with a cost of mana. And Sven is not really the brightest penny in the jar. It is slightly costly, but the amount of farm speed you get from this, not quite going to rival an Anti-Mage with Battle Fury blinking all around. But he got it so early that it's definitely going to be close. Necrophos, he is going for an interesting build. Not going to Veil or anything like that. Not going to Atos or anything like that. Gone for an Urn of Shadows, which is, you know, offensively certainly going to be very powerful. Defensively, very situational. You're up against Ember Spirit, so I'm not really sure if you can make sure that Urn charge sticks defensively. But you know what? Going for the Radiance afterwards skyrockets his farm speed. Keep yourself competitive with the Anti-Mage, and of course you get that mischance. Not too bad either. There's a charge prepped up for the bottom lane. Earth Spirit is in the area with an Arcane Rune. They do now see the Darkseer surge out away from the Shadow Shaman. Charge is going to push him further away from the Shadow Shaman. He's going to try to get a little bit further out. Here comes the Necrophos. They really cannot afford to stick around for much longer. Scythe is not going to save the Darkseer. Anti-Mage blinks to the north. There's an Urn on him, and he's just dead. not worth at all. I mean, they do force out a couple heroes worth of rotations. Brewmaster can get a lot of free time and do his thing on top lane. But losing an anti-mage for really any hero just isn't worth it. Even if it is a Sven, I would still say it's not worth it. Anti-mage needs to farm to get that Battle Fury. Sven already has, essentially, his Battle Fury. I mean, he's got Mask of Madness and he's got Cleave. That is pretty much Battle Fury, right?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Your place is here.
Boss picking another fight with Morningstar here. Offensive Earn Charge, Ice Blasts. Oof. That would have been very close to a kill, just straight off. That actually land. Another charge is coming in though. I don't think they know there's an Earth Spirit here. He's gonna intercept with the kick and the silence. Scythe is not up though, so they can't get the kill there. Shadow Shaman going to make his arrival. And we got a... What? He doesn't have Arcane. What the hell was that? Did he just split over here?
Radiant's
what?
top tower is under attack.
I don't know. I guess if you split and then Windwalk the air aspect and then Cyclone, that's some way of getting into a fight, right?
Dire's middle tower
Not exactly
is under attack.
spectacular. And now the split's down. So Dire can breathe easy for a couple minutes now. Or not a couple minutes. A minute. Uh-oh. Dark's here. Caught in the shackles. Chain stun this time is damn near perfect. Brewmaster, though, can't quite get in there unless they get more bashes. They got one. He's going to try to surge away. Oh my god. You can't be serious right now. Darkseer with the TP out is gonna live.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I think the proper term is calculated.
Radiant structures are fortified.
That was a slick vacuum surge. In the meantime, Sven got the big angry sword, and he's just going to be bowling through these structures. Ready fortified, Sven, the last hit. That's the allies converging over towards mid. Gotta help that Necrophos. He has 3 stick charges, Ice Blast coming in to support, but he's already dead. As Pink coming in, can Earth Spirit get any kills here? He's going to roll in. I think that's going to guarantee the Shatter. It needs to spread to more heroes, though. The Ice effect wears off, and now the Earth Spirit, out of mana, gets charged, bumped back. And he doesn't have stick charges anymore. He's going to go down. Looks like the Ancient Apparition a little bit too slow and might even get caught by this Panda. No, you can't do it. Cancel a couple attacks and let him go.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Sven's got the Echo Saber, though. He is trucking. The only thing we haven't really seen is the Darkseer synergized with the Earth Spirit. Darkseer has been kind of playing on an island so far. That island may be in jeopardy here. He's charged. That's not going to lead to anything. The Sven, though, moves to 2 lanes, gets 2 tier 1s, easy peasy. It's not applying the most, direct pressure to the anti-mage, but it is restricting his space by quite a bit. His Battle Fury is... he went Power Treads first, so it's still not like that bad timing-wise. Definitely have seen faster Battle Furies in the past, though. Going up against Darkseer is not fun for any hero, and they're going to catch the Spirit Breaker Scythe. Not in range. Oh, that Scythe would have been Arcane Runed. That is killer, getting hit with that. Deny?
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Oh, he's trying. The Necrophos is holding on to a lot of gold here. The Radiance is very powerful for sure. It doesn't prevent you from getting 100 to 0 just insta-gibs. And 2,500 gold towards it. Currently that gold is just burning a hole in his pocket. Doing nothing for him. Bottom, Darkseer needs to bash if they're going to get this kill. Ice Blast is coming in. They have a Mana Void to finish. Got him. And Ice Blast is in, though it is an anti-mage kick. Almost landing. He already used his roll to get in. Spirit Breaker is going to charge out. He'll be final towards top lane in the meantime. That's a Sven in the midst of a lot of Serpent Wards and a lot of smaller goons. One more rock, they'll get the kill. And He'll even chase forward for a little bit more. Split's gonna wear out soon. Looks like AA is safe. Third hero is coming in, that Spirit Breaker. Gonna cancel the charge. He'll have another one soon. If he's spotted at all, this AA is just dead. They can dive this super easily. Uh-oh, he did not expect a Spirit Breaker to be here. Although Darkseer is going in. Found Darkman. He missed his vacuum already. Actually, he used it and wasted it. I thought he canceled that, but guess not. Flammy's gonna try to keep you out. Scythe is gonna cancel that. And it will guarantee the kill. Again, not a Scythe kill, but you take what you can get.
And leave a purulent corpse. Coin for me.
Some pretty aggressive moves here from the Radiant. I like these plays. Just trying their best to get the anti-mage a little bit of space. Gotta use the split well since, well, you already wasted one of them. Is that a blink dagger on the Brewmaster? Well, it's currently nothing on the Brewmaster. It is a blink dagger on the Brewmaster. There we go. They found an anti-mage. God Strength, I don't think I have enough for it. The Chain Stun, though, is perfect! Okay, well, Sven level 13 has level 2 God Strength. And the Chain Stun is, as I said, perfect. So, Ripperino anti-mage. Nice Battle Fury. It's going to be a very late one at this rate. Man, I saw him earlier when we checked down the bottom lane. Just assumed he would have Battle Fury like by 16 minutes, but that's not really in the cards now, is it? Not many safe places to farm when the enemy Sven can hunt you down.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, and they're not done. Scythe still cooling down from being used on top. Doesn't seem to matter though. They do have the vacuum wall, they have the Earth Spirit Ebola. And they have a target, most importantly of all. Ember Spirit caught, Ice Blast is dead. How about you, Shadow Shaman? He's gonna try to shackle for all he's worth. I admire your gusto, Shadow Shaman, but there was no escaping that. Easy 2 kill, none of which needed a scythe or anything close to resembling a scythe. And that should guarantee them a tower. Now the anti-mage is going to spring into action, start split pushing. But an anti-mage's split push is quite honestly pathetic unless he has that Battle Fury, and even then, it's okay. He needs more items if he's going to be able to do this at any degree of success. He just lost tier 2. There's a Radiance soon to be up on the Necrophos. And the scary thing is that was so damn easy for the DC side. Caca didn't have a chance there. They didn't get anywhere close to resembling a defense. And it gets even worse for them. Blink Dagger's now up on the Sven. Now what Caca do have is this initiation power of the Brewmaster. That combined with the charge in is just so much control. But going into super large scale fights, that is not how they win. That is not something that is feasible, even with the Brewmaster. They need to find 1 or 2 heroes maximum and take care of them before they move on to, you know, the 3rd and 4th and 5th hero. Definitely easier said than done. Top lane is a pretty good opening on the Darkseer, but oh, Shadow Shaman. Nope, we're good. Any one hero that gets out of position a little bit is in a lot of trouble. Speaking of Morningstar, there's Sven. Actually, he's backing off. Never mind. Thought he was hanging around with that Blink Dagger. We could see the Dire know exactly what to be scared of right now. They know that the enemy's scaling, though it is there, hasn't really kicked in yet since Anti-Mage just now, 17 minutes in, picks up his Battle Fury. He's going to jump in for the Necrophos, but he gets silenced before he can split. Sight down! Whew, that read and reaction time. Shadow Shaman as well, caught with the roll slow and getting body blocked by a chicken. That feels bad. He's dead to the rock? No, to the pulse. Dead to skulls. Anti-Mage again doing what he can split push-wise, leading with that Battle Fury. He's got to watch out for the big bad Sven because this can happen. Look at the damage. Nice Battle Fury, bro. I would agree. That was pretty brutal. That was pretty savage, and he got wrecked. That's 3 heroes down, and maybe even another one going for the Ember Spirit now, charging to come in, get him a means to escape. They don't have a scythe anymore. They do have an Ice Blast coming in. It's going to be just narrowly dodged. Walls deployed there as well. Tower not taking the most damage because they're lacking the Sven. But Sven has his eyes set on a second tower. They might just get both of them. Actually, Necrophos just picks up a Radiance, so his right click is actually pretty substantial as well. tower is in deny range. Charge coming in. This time, no silence. The split does come off. Will trap the Necrophos, but a two-man hammer comes in. No God Strike, no problem. They cleave through the Shadow Shaman. Now they're going to try to dig this Necrophos out. Yeah, there's no backup here for the Radiant. They're all dead already. It is a disaster. They're all dead. And they don't even get the Necrophos. They call GG. We waited like 40 minutes for this game, guys. What the hell? And DC just absolutely dismantled them. This is one of those games where you look at the lanes and you figure, yep, those lanes were pretty good for DC.SA. Top lane, they kill off the Brewmaster a handful of times. Mid lane, there is zero help going towards that Ember Spirit, and Anti-Mage is getting bullied by a Darkseer the entire time. I want to say across the board, that was going to be a DC, almost across the board, that was going to be a DC net worth lead in every single role. Yeah, support to the Radiant really hurting here. Dire always on top, Anti-Mage so far behind. Anti-Mage can recover if he's given the time, but like, who's going to give him that time? Who is supposed to be the one doing that? The Brewmaster. But he wasted that first split in the river. And his backup is just not farmed enough compared to that Sven. Sven has 13 freaking thousand net worth. Like, what the hell are you supposed to do against that? You can't do much. So Caca are unfortunately going to get absolutely smashed in this game. And that means that we only have one game left, guys. Caca are going to stick around, as DC.SA are going to wait for Infamous to finish their game. Wait, let me do some very quick. That's Infamous 1. That's being played. DC.SA is 1-2. Yeah, so they're going to be fighting. No, Caca's already out. This is a scenario, actually, where Caca are out, and if Not Today win. Okay, no, we still have to play the game, but Caca are really going to be, you know, hard to motivate because they're already out. Feels bad, man. Either way, guys, that's going to be happening whenever the other game completes. The other game is should be currently streamed on BTS1, so head on over there if you want to watch that one. I'm Mike Loris, and it's been a pleasure casting these games for you guys. I have one more game in front of me, Caca versus Not Today. Not Today currently playing up against Infamous, so we got to wait for that one. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll be back in just a little bit.